All right, J-Dub, Coach Santiago here working with your swing after we took a look at your swing here last week. Got some video on you. Let's go ahead and progress this thing through here and see where we're at. Number one, I do like the rhythm in the box. I like the open stance. Not a big deal with that. I like that a lot. I like the way we're going back before we go forward. Okay. Now here's where we start to break down a little bit. As you notice, you kind of come back into the zone, put your foot down, and then you stride again. And really, once we start open here and we land, we should now be hitting into this foot here. So what you're doing is a very common flaw we see with young hitters, which is called a double stride. Okay, so you're striding here and then striding again. Okay, we want to go ahead and stride once. Once we get out of our stance, we want to go from our stance to our power position and right into our swing. And what you're doing here is you're actually double striding, which is creating another section of your swing that's not even affecting most hitters, because you actually have 4 phases to your swing versus 3. And as we start to land forward, the other thing that you're doing is you're taking your hands with you. Okay? Taking your hands with you, not really creating that separation that you've heard me talk about a few times here between your hands and your front hip. You're taking right there. Your hand should still be somewhat in the vicinity of that top circle, okay, as you're going through your swing. So if I take this off here, you'll notice as you're coming through, lower half is trying to run into the front half here, which is not bad. I don't mind the bat path. But notice here that back leg. That back leg is trying to fight through. And I think the reason it's not fighting through is you've still got a little bit of a bend in this front knee. If this leg could firm out, I think you'd see that this front knee, this back knee, is going to be able to make up that distance. And because it's not making up that distance, what you're going to find here is the lower half kind of gives up because it can't make up the room because the front leg is bent. And now all of a sudden, watch what happens to our top hand. We just roll that pitch right over. We roll that pitch right over, and we're using about 20%. Not only do we roll that pitch over, watch our back heel collapse right here. Boom. And now all of a sudden, we're working backwards when we're trying to create energy forwards. Okay? So you're actually collapsing backwards here. And it's all really, I think, in my opinion, predisposed by not locking out this front knee. Okay? So 2 things I would work on is eliminating the 2 strides, no double taps, no double strides, okay? And at contact, firm up that front side, and let's work through the baseball. Thanks, JT. See you next week.